Yeah, so the biggest reason was the growth was some kind of very slow when you are in the same organization for too long. This took me something around 40 days to get my first offer. So those Saturday sessions, those were really very good. And Saurav has been just amazing in just providing a lot of positivity, the positive thoughts, the positive thinking. Like when you think positive, positive things should happen. So profile optimizations, that is another important thing. So that is something I only came to know when I joined this company. I used to get five, six calls every week. So I got my 100% hike offer letter. So when I was still left with some 30 plus days of notice period. And then finally the offer letter one I was getting. So that was a 120% hike. But
Hi everyone, Saurav Pal this side, and today I have Debasish with me, who will be sharing his inspiring story. And the journey started off from a myth on top of his mind that salary hike is just 30% or 40% or 20%, which is the market standard. From there he started, and now he has got up to more than 100, 120% hike as well in his journey within few weeks of the process, within few weeks of the journey. And let's hear from Devashish, and let's see how he has got into such massive results, and how the things and how the plannings and how the executions he has made on top of his site. So welcome Devashish in this Hall of Fame interview, and incredible results, incredible journey. Let's listen to your story.
yeah, thanks, Saurav. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone who have been a part of this community. So I've got help from many of you as well. So thanks for all your support and help. Thank you.
Wow. So, Debashi, to just start it off, to give a brief intro to everyone, just share about your experience, your technology, your domain, and like what is your little background, and then we'll start off.
Right. So I am from a data management background. So for the last 5.3 years, I have been working in an organization based out of
Okay.
Kolkata in the data management projects. So that includes data governance, data privacy, the regulatory compliances, the data quality analysis, and so on, the different aspects of data management. And this there was a time, after this 5 years, I kind of realized that now I need to just scale my career a little bit, just go for some better opportunities and try to learn as much as I can. So that's the first goal. Try to learn as much as I can, and then improve myself technically, and also just get to know how actually things work in the real world industry. So these were some of the things that which motivated me to just look for a newer opportunity.
Wow, that is good. And every time like after a couple of years, after a couple of months, a time comes in when we feel like changing a lot. Even if people are getting good salary, even if people are getting great packages, even then they feel like that there should be some change in life. There should be some change in the professional career. So, what was your biggest reason of like looking out for new opportunities?
Yeah, so the biggest reason was the growth was some kind of very slow when you are in the same organization for too long.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you just try to switch to some other organization,
Mm-hmm.
so what happens that you just get to know about new tools and technologies, and you can just vertically scale your career. So, in the same organization, what can happen is the horizontal growth. So, you will just keep modifying the same knowledge that you have, or you will just gain something more on that same thing. But the exposure to some of the new things or new technologies uh, can only have if you just just switch to some other say organization of your same domain. And again, you need to have that interest or the eagerness to learn the new technologies, learn more. So then only that's possible. So that's one of the key things that
Mm-hmm.
basically triggered the idea in my mind that okay, so let's just go for a switch. 5 years is a lot, so I've been just working in this organization for 5 years, and whatever I could
Mm-hmm.
just learn from out of these 5 years, let's utilize it and just
Absolutely.
have an opportunity to learn something new and
Yeah.
learn more.
So Devashish, was this your first company? Was this your first organization?
Yes, this was my first organization.
Okay. So 5.3 years into one organization, good enough time, a long duration in one particular company, and a lot of our community members, as well as the people who are not our community members, who would be watching this video. A lot of them would be stuck, and a lot of them would be there at the first organization itself. See, what I believe is that if you are at the same organization for a long period of time, and you feel like you are growing, and you feel like that your graph is constantly going up, then it is fine, then it is then there is no problem. But the moment you start feeling that I am being like at the saturation level has come and I'm not growing, then even 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, that period like starts giving us a boredom kind of feeling, and starts giving a lot of low vibrations and low feelings on top of our mind. So let me know in the comment section if you are watching this video and you are also at the first organization, and also let us know that for how many years and for how many months you have been stuck at the one position. And okay, so this is one thing, Debashish. Second, let me just go ahead and let me just start asking you that what has been the duration. So when did you get inside the massive hike community? What was the point when you were inside the community? So just give us a brief that how did it actually started.
Right. So I basically joined the community this year, 20th of
Mm-hmm.
January.
Okay.
So after watching one of your kind of workshops, or not
Mm-hmm.
workshops really, it's a kind of say webinar. So
Okay.
on one of the Saturdays, so I just
Mm-hmm.
joined the following Monday, and
Okay.
the experience has been really nice after that.
Mm-hmm.
It just took me something around 40 days to get my first offer. But the most important thing is after joining this organization is the amount of positivity so that I could get out of each of the videos in that massive hike bundle, as well as the live mastermind sessions. So those Saturday sessions, those were really very good. And Saurav has been just amazing in just providing a lot of positivity, the positive thoughts, the positive thinking. Like when you think positive, positive things should happen. So that is one very important thing. And the other thing that I have learned is patience and consistency. These two other things we just need to focus on, because everybody's journey is different. So for me, it
Mm.
took just 40 days. Somebody might have got in 15 days, or
Absolutely.
for others, it can take something like a 90 days. So
Mm-hmm.
everyone's journey is different, but as long as we are patient and consistently following whatever Saurav has come up in all of his videos, and the live mastermind sessions that is held every Saturdays. So we are going to be benefited or achieve success in the long run. So that is one of the key learnings after joining this community.
Wow. So that's good, and that's how we go. That's how we progress. And as you mentioned about the Saturday live session, that is one of the premium things. What we go ahead and what we discuss, and a lot of problems, a lot of questions, a lot of masterminding happens. And I see every single week a lot of people getting in results, a lot of people coming up with their offer letters, coming up with their progresses. So that's how like the live Saturday sessions and live meetings have been planned and is working amazingly well. That's what the feedback, and that's what the results I can see from members like you. So Devashish, what was your top two things what you found inside the community which cannot be there, or which you have not seen ever like anywhere in any like program or any community or like anything?
Yeah, so whatever I have heard or come across so far before joining this community was all the traditional beliefs about the job searching. So just
Mm-hmm.
going to the portal and just if a few of the skills matches, we just click on the apply. So those are all the traditional ways of job searching, and I was also following that. So actually, I started my job searching thing from last year November. So it was like November, December, and half of January gone, but still, I mean, not any significant results. Also, I was not getting enough calls and all that. So once I joined Saurav's community, or even that webinar that I attend before joining the community, so that basically opened my eyes. In what ways? No, he specifically mentioned that, see, these are the traditional ways which most of the people follow, but we have to come out of the traditional ways and do something different in order to attract more opportunities. And that what struck me, and I was kind of uh, decided that yes, if I need to just do something different, then this is the place where I should join. And I'm just, at least whatever happens, that we'll see later. So at least I can just learn some new things,
Mm-hmm.
some new strategies from here, which I can try to implement. And once I
Absolutely.
implement, then the results will obviously follow. So, but consistency is again the key. But these are the things which basically motivated me to join this organization, to come out of those traditional beliefs that related to the job searching, as well as the salary negotiations, that 30 or 40% hike is what the industry standard is, which we just come to know from our peers, friends, relatives, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the thing. So that is one other thing. The notice period negotiations for the people who have 90 days, like I had 60 days. But again, for some people who has 90 days, the notice period negotiations things are also one of the key things.
Mm-hmm.
Profile optimizations, that is another important thing. So that is something I only came to know when I joined this community. I didn't had any idea about such things, be it LinkedIn, be it Naukri profile. But those are the things which has certainly helped me, and I attracted more opportunities. I mean, before joining the community, I hardly used to get one call a week, maybe two or three a month. But after joining the community and applying all those things in the social media profiles, and updating it regularly, so it was a time like I used to get 5 6 calls every week. And after my first offer, even the frequency increased, like 3 4 calls a day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it just progressed. But again, so it's all because of the learnings from that massive hike bundle, whatever videos is there. Each and every video is kind of helpful. So from the very starting video, which just creates a lot of positivity when you first join the community, till the very end. So this is everything that I
Mm-hmm.
have come across, and that has basically helped me to grow and just make this switch ultimately possible.
Wow, a lot of golden nuggets, a lot of portal insights you have shared with the people, with the people who are watching this particular content. So definitely it goes on and it compiles up and it like compounds each and everything, whatever you are doing and whatever you are taking the process in a patient manner. So Debashish, as you told, as you informed like all of us that you got the first offer, you got the first break in around 39 40 days. So what was your journey? How many offers did you receive, and how did you actually reach on to 120% hike?
Right. So my first offer was again a little less. I was getting 37% of hike on the fixed
Mm-hmm.
CTC. But again, so that is something which I followed from my learning in that one of the videos in the massive hike bundle, where Saurav has mentioned that your first offer is going to be a little less, but accept it and use your learning experience from the interviews, and use that offer going forward to attract I mean more offers, and move on with your journey. So that was the thing. So my second offer was like another 10 days later, so which was something like an 86.6% of hike.
Mm-hmm.
And then subsequently, when I just got my first offer letter, I put down the papers, and I had 60 days of notice period. So I got my 100% hike offer letter. So when I
Mm-hmm.
was still left with some 30 plus days of notice period.
Okay.
And then the finally the offer letter one I was getting, so
Mm-hmm.
that was of 120% hike. But again, so I had to decide between which organization among all these four I need to join.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a number of factors. There can be some preferred companies, there can be the designations which we want to have, or maybe the salary package and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
but finally I decided that money is not the deciding factor only. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
that 120% package I'm getting, so that means I should join that company. It also depends upon the type of the company one is aiming to join, be it services, product, or some other organizations. And I finally decided that okay, so the second offer which I was getting, so that was for a financial services organization.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I think, after doing some kind of research about the company and everything, so I thought that this is a place where I can just learn many new things and can
Mm-hmm.
grow and excel my career, compared to the other
Okay.
organizations where there will be opportunity maybe, but maybe a
Mm-hmm.
little less compared to this. So that's why I joined this second organization, which was giving me
Mm-hmm.
some 86% hike on my fixed CTC.
Mm-hmm.
And I have just joined this organization recently.
Wow. So that's also a tough call, because when people get like 80%, 100%, 150%, like inside the hiker member as well, when they get those kind of hikes, when they get those kind of numbers, the first motto is to grab the maximum CTC and grab the maximum package. And that's where you made a wise decision, and you analyze each and everything, that which is gonna give you the returns on a longer perspective from your personal growth perspective as well. So that is a great learning, and that is a great thing what you shared, Debashi shared, because this is where a lot of people keep stuck. This is where they feel like that which offer to opt for, which opportunity to opt for, which organization to opt for. There are multiple factors which you mentioned, so they should definitely go ahead and track and play out with some kind of like basic research. That's good.
Exactly.
So fine. So now you have joined the organization. So how's your time going there?
Yeah, so it's just been 3 days I've joined the organization, so it's
Okay.
too early to say a lot of things. But my
Mm-hmm.
first feeling is that my kind of analysis was correct. So
Mm-hmm.
I will actually get to learn many new things, because
Mm-hmm.
in 3 days only I see a lot of assigned learnings to me, which are something new. So about the domain itself, the
Mm-hmm.
industry, the financial industry, and in
Mm-hmm.
general about the company's past, present, the future, and everything.
Okay.
So, and also how they promote that inclusive culture and the
Mm-hmm.
diversity in their
Mm-hmm.
company. So that is something
Mm-hmm.
which is important, because at the end of it, it's the people and the company culture and everything, so that also matters.
Okay.
So apart from the learning opportunities and everything, so
Mm-hmm.
these were some of my analysis that I did, that should work for this company, and that was the decision of joining this company.
Wow. So that is really awesome to hear from you about this journey, about this step by step process. Now, Devashish, I have one more question. I have one more thing which a lot of people have on top of their mind, is that right now the tough situation is going ahead, right? Like we are into the toughest period of this century, maybe. Okay. So they have a belief, they have a constant limitation on top of their mind, that people are not even getting calls, people are not even getting some opportunities. They are ready to work at the same package, they are hardly getting 20%, 10%, 15, or maybe 25, 30% as well. So how lot of people, as you would be seeing a lot of results, a lot of offers on a daily basis inside the community, how
Yes.
the Massive I community members are able to produce them?
Right. So the first important thing I should mention is a self belief. So you need to have
Mm-hmm.
that self belief and confidence. So
Mm-hmm.
even after you join the community, if you just follow the posts for a week or so, that themselves are very inspiring. So you will get to see the success results of many people, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you will get obviously get the feeling that if so many people can do it, I should also
Mm-hmm.
be able to do it. So
True.
that kind of positivity will automatically come within
Mm-hmm.
you. And
Mm-hmm.
then when you just go through each one of the videos and the say the live mastermind sessions which are conducted, so you will just get to know that what you need to do different and which you were
Mm-hmm.
not doing earlier. So that if that different things that you do, that will actually make a difference in your career as well, and just
Wow.
help you to move ahead and all. So that's
Absolutely.
something that I would say. So
Mm-hmm.
and also interact with each of the community members, try to
Mm-hmm.
create relationships with as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if it's of the same domain, it's good. If it's from some other domain as well, then also it's good, because in that case also you may know from some kind of opportunities, open
True.
opportunities in their organization
Mm.
and so on.
Because
So just
different
try
people
to
are trying different things.
exactly. So just try
Mm-hmm.
to create those relationships,
Mm-hmm.
because and I have witnessed that most of the people in this particular community is very helpful. So they try
Mm.
to help each other, and that
True.
is one thing that Saurav also always promotes in each of his sessions, that we should try to help each other, help uh, each other in their growth, in their journey, to excel their career and so on. So that is something that we should do, and just grow yourself and also help others to grow.
Absolutely. And there is a huge advantage, there is a huge opportunity for everyone, because right now, at this time of recording this video, we are more than 2,550 people inside the community. So like different people working into different organization. They must be like 2,500 people must be working into at least 100 or 1,000 or like 1,200 companies, different organizations. So
Correct.
we have ample amount of opportunities, and you beautifully mentioned that the more connection and the more links we made, we get exposure of more options and more vacancies in front of us. So a valuable video, a valuable things you shared, Debashish. The last thing, like, what is your recommendation for those who are not part of the Massivite community?
So, one thing only I would say. So, if you want to break away from the usual process, do something different. If you really want to grow your career and come out of the beliefs which you already have kind of raised in your mind, so then you should join this community. So, you will only get a feeling that okay, so there is something beyond this traditional way of thinking as well. So if you want to do something different, do something big. So just join this community and you will feel the effect or feel the advantage of joining this community from day one itself.
Wow. Thank you so much, Devashish. It was really nice interacting with you. And I hope you, your families, and everyone just keep safe, be at home, be isolated, and we'll definitely going to cover and overcome this tough period, this tough time as well. So just stay safe, keep smiling, and it was wonderful interacting.
Yeah. Thanks, Saurav. Thank you so much.
Wow.